He's got Merab. Now, how does that fight look between Merab and Sugar Sean O'Malley? Merab is a lot shorter than Chito. He's gonna have a hard time getting to Sugar Sean O'Malley. And we can definitely expect when Merab gets to Sugar Sean O'Malley, he is going to wrestle the living hell out of Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's one thing I'm shocked that Chito Vera did not bring to this fight, is mix up some wrestling.
You want to know why Chito didn't take him down? Because Chito didn't try to take him down. You know why Chito didn't try to take him down? The same reason the other 5 guys never tried to take him down. They can't get inside. He controls range. It is an unbelievable thing. He will hit you going that way. He will hit you backing up. I'm talking about O'Malley. He will hit you going to the side. Nobody can do that.
You start to look at these matchups, and you don't really know how they're going to compete against O'Malley, because one of the issues Merab will deal with is dealing with the length of Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you touched on it there. He controls the range so well with the footwork and with the length of his fists, right? You got to get past the straight shots. That's the hard part. It was the hard part for Chito. It was the hard part for Aljamain Sterling. And it's going to be the hard part for Merab Dvalishvili. Whether or not he's talking crap to him backstage, which he was doing last night, saying, I'm next, you deserve, I deserve you, you shouldn't be calling out Ilia Topuria and all this type of stuff. That's all well and good. The real problem is when you're stood in front of him, because Sean O'Malley won't be in front, he'll be using angles, he'll be switching stances.
Like Merab's an absolute powerhouse, but similar to a button mashing striking style, because he's so adamant to constantly get the takedown, there is a predictability to that. Like I feel like O'Malley's game and his relationship with his coach, they're very good at deconstructing fighters and finding those opportunities. And even in the smallest of moments in fights, he has the skills to be able to put his hands on someone. And you know, it was incredible, really. Like, look at the timing on the knee that he landed on Chito. That would have put most people away.
If you just think it's gonna be a stand-up game with Sugar, he's gonna be able to beat you all day because he has the better footwork. He's gonna outmaneuver you. But if you just threaten, kind of like with the Peter Yan and the Dong fight, he kept threatening with that takedown, and Peter Yan kept dropping his hand and uppercut will come. You just have to threaten. I'm not saying you gotta blow all your rocks on a takedown unless you have to, but you have to mix up the game with a guy like Sugar Sean O'Malley, and I think Merab can do that. The hardest thing he's gonna have to get through is the same thing I would have to get through, us being shorter, is getting to Sugar Sean O'Malley, because his footwork's so good. Sugar Sean O'Malley's gonna do what he does best. He's gonna go lateral, he's gonna pot shot, he's gonna look, knee up the middle, and then he's gonna look to end up knocking the person out.
And even when it comes to Merab, like, we already know going in that this is going to be a difficult fight. But we do know if Merab can get the takedown, the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Merab. And of course, what O'Malley possesses is a very, very accurate right hand and left hand. And of course, those long kicks and his footwork that keeps him kind of at range and lets him dictate the pace, kind of like MVP and Michael Venom Page. You know, so when you're able to do those kind of things, it makes it very difficult for opponents to fight you, because it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't commit, the fight takes a long time, and you can kind of play the long game, let your person try to overextend and try to catch them coming in, kind of a thing. Or if you commit, you get pieced up. And Sean can fight going backwards, and he can fight going forwards as well. It's the in-betweens where you kind of got to get him, where you're trying to beat him on his feints. But again, I think it's going to be a very tough job for a lot of guys to beat a guy like O'Malley. I think right now he's starting to come into his own.
At 135 pounds, if you want to strike with a dude like that understands fakes, distance, and now that he's throwing knees up the middle, I mean, with anybody in that division, if they decide to strike with Sean, his speed's crazy, dude. But how is it that he's in a, how will he how is it that he will adjust against a guy like Merab, a guy that's unorthodox, a guy that has a gas tank, a guy that's just gonna be on you like a rat on a Cheeto?
And I don't think there's a guy out there in and around that weight class that you can find to replicate that stuff. Sean O'Malley's going to have to do, like, you know, I used to do fresh guys every round. He's going to need like fresh guys every half a round.
Every minute, right?
Just wrestler heavy guys that are in your face, that are going to be shorter than you, that are going to be on you every second of that round. again, every half round. That's how he prepares for this fight. That's what he's going to need. He's going to have to invest in that training camp, and the training camp should probably start today.
But with a guy like Merab is very, very relentless. And I think he could potentially give Sugar Sean O'Malley a very, very difficult time. But he has to be tactical and he has to be smart with how he approaches the fight. Because just because you got your wrestling and you got your pace and your relentlessness, but that definitely doesn't mean that you are going to be able to beat a guy like Sean O'Malley. Because yeah, Sean O'Malley the path to winning might be to grapple with him, but no, he's still smart enough to be able to create that space, land a shot, and get him out of there. You saw it with a guy like Aljo. When Aljo takes you down, it's very, very difficult to get up. You fought the guy. It's very difficult to get away, and we thought that for sure he's going to be able to get Sean O'Malley down and definitely get that finish, just like everyone's thinking now with Merab. But Merab, I think, has to be tactical in how he goes about this.
Like, I don't know if we touched on it at all, but I think Merab and Sean are a bad matchup.
Yeah.
I think Sean's spacing and just his creativity, and not to mention, Sean has the entire skill set, the entire arsenal. If you think he's not like going to be working straight line attacks, like that lead knee he did against Vero after he threw it in the third or the fourth. He threw it in the third, and that was only after he saw Vera shelling up and putting his head down. That was an adjustment on the move. If you don't think he's going to be working things like that for Merab, you're kidding yourself. Not to mention, like, mate, Sean found the timing slot against, Sterling, who is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I think, like, in that division, just how good he is. I think it's going to be a hard fight. But in saying that, Merab doesn't go away.
No, he doesn't.
Sits here like a rash. Let's say, hypothetically, he doesn't get caught on the way in or get pieced up on the outside, and he gets his hands on him. How does that look like? Does Sean survive it and then start piecing him up again? Or does it start to look like the Piotr Jan fight where he slows down a little bit?
Sean O'Malley is an active, willing grappler. Most of his training camps have been grappling heavy. Augusto Tanquino Mendez is an absolute savage on the ground. Sean O'Malley is so good in terms of lateral movement and the speed that I'm not sure that Merab's going to be able to chain takedowns the way he does against these other guys, and there's a lot of risk trying to get inside. So winning is ultimately what is going to result in Sean O'Malley's star power getting bigger.
But yo, did you see the end? And Merab went up to him. And, oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the one thing about Sean that people hate, but I love. Merab goes, hey, congratulations, bro. Why did you not mention my name? Because Merab is genuine about this. He's genuinely like, bro, give me my shot, bro. Like, bro, mention my name because then that builds our fight and give me my shot. Sean's like, oh, I didn't even see you there. I didn't even know who that was. Oh my God. I was like, God damn it, Sean.
No, I definitely think a Merab fight would be pretty big. He's on a 10-fight win streak. He was kind of known for being boring, and now he's popular from being boring. So it's kind of a weird way to get popular, but he did it, which is impressive. I think that fight can be marketed well. 10-fight win streak. I knocked out his cousin, and it's all good.
We all remember when Peter Yan tried this one to me. He wasn't nice and he was disrespectful to me. I beat the shit out of him. So I have same plans against Sean O'Malley. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, but in his own style. I'm gonna fight him Mexican style, and I'm gonna crack his nose like I have a cracked nose.
I, honest to God, think Merab is as dumb as he looks, and he looks real dumb, that I think he might try to a little bit. But it's like, dude, my entire career I've been training for people that are gonna strike with me and then try to take me down. He's getting knocked out regardless.